So my hopes for Australia is that we can use agentic AI to improve efficiency, improve productivity, to make leaps in healthcare and in education. I really think that's coming round the corner and we're going to see huge improvements in healthcare and education. My concerns really are mostly for the younger generation. We're going to see lower level entry jobs disappear as people can use agentic AI to replace those people. And so the younger generation are going to have to learn to work with agentic AI, alongside agentic AI in a way that works for them.
We need to rethink our frameworks of controls and our policies and our regulations with AI in mind, not just it's a human or a version of a human. It really needs to be AI native thinking.
Look, I think the biggest word today was trust, and I think that will be everyone's concern from the bank side and the investor side as well. And there's, I guess, two ways of doing that in my eyes would be coming from legislation, but also narrowing the mandate in which things can be approved or data can be shared, and that would be a much easier way for people to swallow the associated risk as that little baby steps forward.
There's a lot of challenges. There's the question of how is this secure, how is this trusted, how is it predictable? The fundamental issue with Gen AI from the start is you are potentially putting your trust to at least some degree in something that can't tell you why it made the decision it made, and which quite frankly might make a different decision tomorrow from what it made today.
We need, not just as a nation, but as mankind in general, to put in place workable rule sets, workable standards that everyone gets on board with, so that there's a level playing field. Agentic AI or generative AI could go wild, and if it's outside human control, that's a real concern.
Well, clearly the biggest concern is the agent going rogue. So the agent starting to behave in a way that you don't expect, or in fact, even the agent getting spoofed, the agent getting scammed, and you're still responsible for it. So it's whenever you offer that part of yourself, that permission of yourself, and it goes off and does the wrong thing, either deliberately or inadvertently, that's really the concern.
So I think the overall impact will be enormous if we get it right. For example, I think the way we think about navigating the web is going to change radically. We will have agents that work on our behalf to perform many of the daily operations we do using browsers. But I think the amount of individual piece parts that need to come together in a safe and predictable way for that to occur is extremely high.
What we really need to get right is to think about AI differently to the way we think about trusting people or trusting agents who are flesh and bone. When we think about regulation, when we think about prohibitions, when we think about restrictions, we're typically assuming human speeds, human rates of activity, and the fact that the human's only ever in one place at the same time. AI is different. AI can be everywhere all at once. AI can do things many millions of times faster than human beings. And AI can behave in ways that aren't really captured by regulation.
I actually think that progress in the world of foundation models is probably no longer the most important thing. It got us to where we are now, but I think in terms of making this safe and useful, it's this dissemination of knowledge and understanding, and also the technical supporting piece parts throughout the entire system.